Oh my god, did IBG Finance Token get rugged? So when I logged in today this morning and I saw the price, I was like, what on earth? I looked into the chart and this was what happened. In the early hours, 7 or 8 hours from this time, this happened. It tanked all the way down to as low as 129. There was some buyback action because people think, okay, it's on a big discount, let's buy. Now let's look into why this happened. Was there a rug pull? In case anyone here is new to yield farming, one of the most important things that you want to do is to join the Telegram group or follow the Twitter. So this is a Twitter. That's where announcements are made. This was an announcement from yesterday, so in that case, we have to look into the Telegram group. So I will be putting up some screens right here from my Telegram, and this is what I found. This was a message at 6:42 a.m. and I am in GMT plus 7, so you do the math. TVL was a million, so whales sold 250,000. And that obviously caused the landslide. Now we look at the previous screen. That is a huge ass dump. The same dump that you guys are looking over here. The reply from the admin is, don't buy or sell now, we are fixing the issues. It says, take a look at the APR. Due to high APR, big whales will be selling every minute because returns are more than 100%. It should be 25 to 30,000%. So IBG Finance, we're checking it as we speak, and someone says, yes, it even hit 1.8 million%. It's not a rug, okay? So essentially, we can see that what happened, and in case you guys didn't know, and I didn't know too, okay, the pools is actually found under staking. And this apparently was in the hundreds of thousands and even million of percent. Imagine if you could put 10,000 down there and you got 10 IBG every single minute. What would you have done? Let's not talk about what's ethical and whatever. Let's just be the pragmatic people we are. Just want to share with you that I'm not part of this project. As an investor, if I could make such great gains, I would want to milk it for as long as I could, or let's say if I hit a profit target, I would then sell. This taught me something about yield farming projects. If the APR is high, and at the same time, there's a lot of pumping in the price action, it's most important to be able to liquidate as quick as possible. By the time you unstake your LP token, by the time you go to liquidity and you request for your liquidity to come back, and by the time you swap the native token to something else, you have lost too much time. So therefore, just to be perfectly transparent, okay, I have nothing against speculators. So what happened here really was out of a mistake. Okay, I do not blame the people who have done so. If you had turned 10,000 into 250,000, would you have done that too? Right? Currently, the IBG token is at this price. The volume is also next to nothing. Why? Because people are waiting for something to happen. I strongly believe if we even see a 3 or a 4, we will very, very quickly see a 10. Another person said, the token dumped about 85% since my video came out. Great. So I said, it's unfortunate how there could be a high APR glitch on one of their pools, and I think it really shouldn't have happened. And some people made a lot of money and dumped. To be honest, if I had an opportunity, I would have done the same. Unfortunately, I didn't notice it and I was asleep. Fortunately, I withdrew about 8 times yesterday, taking out half, reinvesting half. This is what I did yesterday. What I did was that I took out, I harvested very regularly. I put back into the native, okay, and I withdrew others to my Binance account. So that's what I did. And by the way, if you want to support the content of this channel, because this project has no referral links that I could possibly get any commission from. If you love my content, please give me a like on this video. I really appreciate the support. Subscribe for me too, because I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers on this channel. If you want to support me in the things that I do, I'll be so grateful if you use my Binance link so that you can have the best prices on P2P exchanges. But if Binance is not allowed in your country, there's also another exchange that you can use, and that's called Paxful. So again, I would be grateful if you use my link. But now let's get back to the opportunity. Okay, let's talk about the APR in IBG. Right now, the APR for the native farms are the highest, and at this point of time, the APR for the BUSD is the highest. So when you're choosing to come in, okay, this would be the one that gives the best return. Now, we had rates of APR that was about 20,000% just a day ago. Will that return? When I was looking at the chart yesterday, before the dump happened yesterday, I was studying how the APR moved along with the price. And what I found out is that when the APR dropped at certain points, it then rose again when the price boosted. So how this really happens if you did not know how APR works, which I did mention a little bit in my previous video. As long as the buy-in rate exceeds the mint, the APR will go up for those who are farming it. Right now we have a total minted of 100,349, and this is actually over double of what was yesterday, about 45,000. I also wish to point out that the TVL, the total lot value of this project, is still pretty high. Of course, in the initial phase of DeFi, there were a couple of good projects that are still soaring to this very day. But at the same time, there are also many projects that it's kind of reminding me of the ICO phase of a couple of years ago when that whole bubble ended. Just before that whole bubble ended, there were like garbage projects after garbage projects. They will basically see pump and dump and pump and dump and pump and dump. It will be a pre-sale and a dump, a pre-sale and a dump. Very, very predictable. But however, what actually gives me a little bit of confidence in this project is if you look into the materials that they have, and mainly I would recommend that you look into their Gitbook, which is right here, and I also left a link in the video description. So have a look at this project, do your own research, right? At this point of time, I think it's a ground floor opportunity for those people who did not manage to enter this project. Am I making a loss at this point? Well, I'm not able to assess how much of my original fund is left. However, when I went in at a price of about 289, as you guys saw in my video. And as of now, if I were to look at the hourly earning, it's still pretty decent. And if I look at the APR, 24% per day is not bad. But having said that, of course, we need to be very careful, because if the price will drop faster than the APR giving you profit, it still comes to a break even. However, I see, like again, I cannot continue to express that I see that we're in a very much of a wait and see approach. We're looking for something to happen. I don't deny that a selling action would possibly make people get nervous. But given as low as it is, the only logical way is up. So thanks for watching my video, and I hope you like this update on whether IBG Finance Token got rug pulled or not.